We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Stepping up to the plate, A.J. Pollock, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Here comes the first pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. Hit the other way out toward right field. Williams is there, one away. Digging in, David Peralta. His lifetime line against Velasquez. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. In there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Short, hit hard. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. The 1-0. It is a fastball and off the plate for a ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0. You can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Eduardo Escobar standing in, ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Eduardo Escobar is the second out of the opening frame. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Two and one now to Steven Souza.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Chased a bad ball up out of the zone, 2-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Now batting, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
High in the air into shallow left center. Ahmed ranging into the outfield. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 0-1 the count. One out, nobody on. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
That's to count 0-2.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Rhys Hoskins becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Carlos Santana is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Santana bats left but throws right and stands at .511. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Lifetime against Buchholz, batting .500, 4 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. At the plate, Daniel Descalso. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Now at the plate, Nick Ahmed. Pitch on the way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So stepping in, Alex Avila. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. The 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Full count, 3-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. A swing and he pulls it down the line and deep. Williams on the move, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. At the plate, Maikel Franco. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Two and two.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Another full count offering on its way. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. From the belt, kicks and deals. A bouncer up the middle. Ahmed fields it cleanly. The tag, and he is out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Into the box now, Wilson Ramos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there, now the throw. Hernandez, the runner at second with 1 away. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Hit out towards second. Descalzo is up with it on to first, and there are two down. Striding into the box as Dribble Cabrera.
The shortstop, and Dribble Cabrera.
Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with two away. And there's a fastball from Buchholz as he gets ahead 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he is out on the tag. Into the box now, play Buchholz. 9-1-2 due up.
Pitcher, play Buchholz.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup over the inside corner. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Hoskins is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So striding in, David Peralta. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Look out, 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder. Pop high in the air. Hernandez will put this one away, and the side is retired. So next to the plate for the Phils, Nick Williams, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Here's Descalzo at second. Scooped up. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Riding in once again, Odubel Herrera flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. The tag, and he is out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Souza is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the. Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough slider down low for a strike. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Here's another 0-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled.
When you have two strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he misses with a high changeup that time, a dangerous pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he'll step off. Nope. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Missed with a slider. This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
There's ball 4.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 0-2 home. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Here's Carlos Santana now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Ahmed is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Into the box, Michael Franco drew a base on balls his first time up. And this is low, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 taken, strike 2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Souza is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. First pitch on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Outside, 3-0 now. A strike, and it's 3-1. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in, Nick Ahmed. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Called strike two with the letters. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2. In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. And he makes the throw to first. Ahmed is retired, and there's one away.
The catcher.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Pitch on its way to Avila. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's a strike. Full count. Here it comes. And that's low. Ball 4. At the plate, Clay Buchholz. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
3-0 to him now. Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Fouled away. Avila at second with 2 down. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Now at the plate, David Peralta. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Sliders in for a strike.
4 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations, it's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Luis Garcia takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 57, Luis Garcia.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Goldschmidt is one of the very best corner infielders in the game today. Oftentimes, first and third basemen are known for their offensive work, but he's truly a multi-dimensional talent. Really makes an impact on defense, and that makes him incredibly fun to watch every time he takes the field.
Yeah, watching him go about his business. First step quickness, his reaction time is unparalleled, able to make all the plays, and he takes a ton of pride in his craft.
Digging in the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. To first. Glove by Santana. And he'll step on the bag himself. And here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he is out on the tag. Digging in for his second at-bat, Asdrubal Cabrera. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. 0-1 the count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Count still at 1-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And the changeup is way low that time.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Scott Kingery will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. A look to first by Buchholz. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Cabrera, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Pitch out, nothing doing. Here's Buchholz on 1-1. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
The tag, and he is out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Striding in, Nick Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. Chopped toward the second baseman. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bat. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. In the dirt here. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Buchholz sets. Here's the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone up into the second deck. And that'll bring up the Sacramento. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit toward the hole. Backhanded in shallow left by Ahmed. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Adam Morgan takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound. Now in the box, Steven Souza. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2-1 to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch on 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed. Daniel Descalzo is on deck. Full count still.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Steven Souza is retired to kick off the inning. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And low, it's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. So 2-2 now.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikes. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Third baseman, Carlos Santana.
He's set and the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Descalzo ranges to his right. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Michael Franco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit out towards second. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1. So striding forward now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. No contact there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Wilson Ramos will be next. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Franco leads off second with one gone in the inning. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Franco is on his way home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 2. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side. Now to the plate, Alex Avila. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly.
John Ryan Murphy is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
John Ryan Murphy.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Clay Buchholz. He laid down a sacrifice bunt, and Christian Walker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Walker.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. A changeup over the inside corner.
1-2.
Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Hot shot to third. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game. Digging in, David Peralta, the head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Number 66 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 66.
Coming to the plate now as Drupal Cabrera. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
Number 4.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that
Now
spot.
catching, number 36, John Ryan Murphy.
Swing and a little tapper. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Adam Morgan. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Number 24 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off. Ball 4. So
Right fielder, Williams. Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. That's a strike to throw down. 1 out and a runner on second base. Lifted the other way to left center. Peralta will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And the runner's breaking for third. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now another 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. 2 out here and a runner at second. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reed Hoskin. Brad Ziegler trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ziegler is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch, it dances all over the plate. Behind 0-2 now. Tap down the line, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Pat Neshek been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
First baseman number 44.
Here comes the first pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Oh, fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Steven Souza 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Steven Souza is sent packing for the second out of the inning. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And he takes strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Slider whipped on for strike 3. Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Santana.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
The next 0-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Standing in, Michael Franco. The batter-pitcher numbers with Brad Ziegler. He's got a 3 for 7 line. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit. The throw into second, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Wilson Ramos, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. The batter-pitcher numbers with Brad Ziegler. He's 1 for 5. And a surprising intentional walk here from the dugout, as that will now load the bases. Justin Bourne called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning.
Now pitching for Arizona.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Jose Bautista, who called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the base. A ball and no strikes. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. And even 1-1 count to Bautista. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And he comes back to get him, so a great job. Tommy Hunter comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Digging in once again, Nick Ahmed. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Stepping into the box, John Ryan Murphy. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He'll try it again, 3-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So here now's the pitcher, Jake Diekman. John Jay will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 9, John Jay.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go A.J. Pollock. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And a big sigh. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet in the dirt, but swung on and missed. Ramos has got it, but the throw is not in time, and this game isn't over yet. Digging in now, David Peralta. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Luis Avilan gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Pollard stands at second with 2 gone. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Arizona down to its last strike. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Throw to first is in time, and the rally comes up just short as this ball game is over. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit.
MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Yankees and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's interleague baseball next on MLB Network. At the plate, Brett Gardner. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. 2-2 the count. The 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's another 2-2. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bases are empty, one man out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. In the dirt. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. One there. Here's Carlos Santana now. In past meetings with Jay Happ, he's gone 5 for 13. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. And he is out on the tag. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Outside, 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Gary Sanchez is on deck. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez, the American League's silver slugger behind the plate a year ago. Runner going. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Franco. And a good throw gets him. 1 gone. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. 2 balls and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hard on the ground towards short. Right to Cabrera. And a close play at first, but he's called out on the side. So here's the cleanup hitter, Maikel Franco. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch swinging as this will be a chance for Walker at second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Stepping into the box, Cesar Hernandez. First delivery to him on the way. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Hard hit ball to second, taken by Walker. On to first, and Haft's rolling now, 2 away. In now, Wilson Ramos will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hit well towards the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, who takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Stanton has a read on it, and that retires the side. Settling in now, Luke Voigt. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And he got him. First offering on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jay Happ. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
In there, 1-2 now.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and ready now, Nick Pivetta, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping up now, Jose Bautista. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground towards second. And Bautista has a base hit. Ready for another chance. Odubel Herrera, second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at bat, that was a terrific at bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into. So digging in now, Brett Gardner. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The 3-0 pitch is taken, strike 1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Right fielder, Giancarlo.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Oh, had a hanger that time, but missed it. 1-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a...
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Miguel Andujar would be next. And he goes after the 3-0 slider, but missed it. 3-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And with the big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. The 3-2 one more time. Is in there, a called strike 3. So coming to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Is a sharp slider taken low for a ball. Check swing grounder to the right side. Gloved by Walker. And that's out number 1. So now Carlos Santana.
First baseman, number 41, Carlos.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first. To his right, Voigt. A toss to Happ coming up the line as they get the out at first. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. First count now.
Voigt has got it, and the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look.
A chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hard on the ground toward short. Taken there by Cabrera. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And this one misses inside, a ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a two-out base runner. There goes Torres off of first. From the stretch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on. Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. Here's Neil Walker, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Here's a strike. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Torres on second. Voit at first. Two out in the inning. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the. Stepping up to the plate, Cesar Hernandez, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
Hernandez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. Digging in, Wilson Ramos, a base hit in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. The 2-1. Just catches the inside corner for strike two. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it. Two down. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Cabrera absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. No offer on that one. 2 balls. And a strike. Now the 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Stepping in, Nick Pivetta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 0-1 delivery. And it's 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Standing in, Jay Happ. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Pitcher, James Happ.
Greg Bird will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 33, Greg Bird.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brett Gardner. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
The count now at 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and set to stand in the ultra dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Luis Garcia takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Gardner stands at second with no out. Right over the middle, knee high. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 0-1, here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. And Ramos able to look this one into his glove for out number 2. Ready for another shot now, Miguel Andujar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Runners going. Pitch is high. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And that one just missed outside. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Missed with a slider.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And this is ball 4 as it's off the catcher's glove. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The count now at 2-1. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And a split-fingered pitch catches the zone 2-2 now. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Now the 2-1. High and deep to right center. On the move is Bautista. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run. Jonathan Holder enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 56.
Leading off the inning, Jose Bautista, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And even 1-1 count to Bautista. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. He takes the turn and heads for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a bunt attempt here. Bautista leads off second with nobody out. Pickoff move to second, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. The 0-1. Tapper right back to the mound. Here's a high pop-up. Walker shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Now batting, Rhys Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 2-1. Holder. Originally from Mississippi, he was taken in the 6th round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Line softly toward the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a strong throw. Digging in and looking for more, Luke Voigt. He singled his last. Sir Anthony Dominguez comes on to pitch. From bullpen.
Number 58.
Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. It's 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Up next for the Yankees, pitcher Jonathan Holder.
Ronald Torreyes will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And he stayed high with a changeup, apparently. Ball 2. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Here's Brett Gardner now. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there. And David Robertson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounce slowly back toward the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Shoots this one over to first. Voit takes it in, and he'll step on the. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Brett Gardner.
Set and the pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Striding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. And now things are starting to get a little more interesting down there. As you can see, he's taking some exception to the location of that last pitch. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground. Hicks stands at first with 1 out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Pat Neshek gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 93.
Pop high in the air. Neshek with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with Cerrone. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate. Runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid. You got the base open.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Gleyber Torres would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swing and a miss as he couldn't hold back. 3-1. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty, right?
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Just a tick behind for a strike. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
3-2, full count. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. It was a walk in his last trip.
Starting to run.
The shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Got him to go down swinging there as Dribble Cabrera becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Number 24 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Walker has a play. 2 down. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jose Bautista. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Missed with a breaking ball.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Victor Arano enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Neil Walker waits on deck.
3-2.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And now that third base dugout has really come to life. They are not happy about that last pitch. Hard to blame them. And I think it's going to lead to a warning as you see the home plate umpire coming out. And he will indeed issue the warning to both benches.
Yeah, and at this point, the home plate umpire is making it clear to both teams that he's not going to tolerate any back and forth of hitting batters, and nor should he. It becomes a player safety issue at that point, and that always has to be the top priority for any umpiring crew.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeout. Andrew McCutcheon will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, Andrew McCutcheon.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Ball 2.
A fastball that just misses inside. Now the 2-0 home. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of.
And the second baseman is there to make the play. And Zach Britton enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 53.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll start things out against Britton as he looks to close it out. The 0-1 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. After it is Hicks. He can't get to it. This one's down. So striding in, Reese Hoskins. He went down on strikes last time up. Late that time for a strike. Pingree gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Now a move over to first. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Here's Carlos Santana now. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, he's gone 3 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Tommy Kingley comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. Riding in once again, Mike Del Pronto. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Coming to the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Spin throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to. Here's Brett Gardner now.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. Up around the face. And he'll strike out here yet again. As it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 1-2 to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in as Drupal Cabrera. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Hard ground ball to third. Andujar fields it cleanly. And there's one away. Now at the plate, Victor Arano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Justin Bohr will grab a bat to pinch hit here, and you wonder if he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to walk off with a victory. Sends that one out of play for strike one. One out, nobody on. And no swing, apparently, ball one. 2 balls and a strike to Bohr. Bohr playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 25th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Justin Bohr becomes out number 2 this inning. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses, ball one. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. So success that time out of the 9-hole. Flips the lineup over with 2 away in the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Scott Kingery. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least. Luis Avilan takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 70.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Avilan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. 2-2.
2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Striding in, Gary Sanchez. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after, and that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And he lays off for ball 1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here's Carlos Santana now. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball that just misses inside.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Hit in the air to center field. Gardner is there, and he has it for the out. So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. Hit back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hicks going back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And they're going to walk off with...